you don't rise to your dreams and ambitions. You fall to your standards and habits. And that is why it's so important for you to continuously be raising that standard, for you to continuously be improving and getting better with your current habits, the eliminating of them, supplementing of new ones, and all of this coming together, which then leads to you being able to conquer and achieve whatever it is that you're trying to do, right? There's a saying, guys, where it goes, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And the only thing you really have to understand from that concept is you will only ever do something to the point and quality of like what you deem as acceptable, whether it's a project you're working on, whether it's the money you're trying to make, or simply you getting in shape. It's like you're only going to get in shape to that point of like what you think looks good or is acceptable. And you won't ever push past that unless the standard rises. And a lot of the times what happens is like if you start to fall below the standard or your habits start to fall off and you gain a couple pounds and you no longer deem that as acceptable, and you're like, oh shit, I'm losing weight, or oh shit, I'm not making enough money anymore. It's like then that fire comes on and that urgency, and you get back to just the standard of what you deem as good enough, as quality enough. And that is why you have to realize this is it's across the board for everything that you do in your life. There were so many times in my journey where I relapsed and noticed this where whenever I was faced and put in like a stressful situation or like a gray area or a position of like I didn't know what I was doing, I would always default to like what I was used to. And what I was used to were my standards and habits. And that's when I was like, oh shit, this is why this is so important to whatever it is that I'm trying to do and just my life as a whole. And the best way for you to influence this, the best way for you to continuously be getting better upon your habits and raising that standard is your environment. Like that's the number one thing above all that I noticed really helped me. Because what I did early on and what you can do is I started unfollowing everybody that I knew on social media that wasn't benefiting me in any way, shape, or form and that was only taking from me. I was like, okay, I'm only going to follow people and surround myself with what I can learn from and what I can be motivated, inspired from. So every single day when I would open up Instagram, it was dudes driving Lamborghinis, dudes making a lot of money or knowledge coming my way, so that I was continuously surrounded by that standard of like, holy shit, I need to make more money. Holy shit, I need to get more in shape. I need to get jacked. All of these guys I watch are jacked and I'm not. Um, and then in that, also in real life, it was like, okay, or well, you just need to think about it this way. I always like to say, dude, you hang around fucking five bums, you're gonna be the sixth. You hang around five dogs and five millionaires, you will be the sixth. Why? Because the standard, that's all that changed, and the urgency and like who you're with, who you're around now. Like the best way for me to explain this is, guys, if you're making like 10K a month right now, and all of a sudden you hang around dudes that are making 100K a month, what starts to happen is that's the new standard for you. And then you're like, oh shit, I need to level up. And there's obviously more to it because you get access to information and all these things. But at its basics, it's just the standard rising. It's just the habits that start to rub off. Like another example is if you're a fat dude right now and you're trying to get in shape, what happens when you start hanging around a bunch of gym bros? The only people that your friends are all jack dudes with six packs. Like, of course you're gonna fucking lose the weight and get a six pack all of a sudden. It's because everybody around you is eating healthy. And whenever you guys go eat or whatever, you see everybody else eating healthy and you're not. You see everybody else hitting the gym every single day and you're not. It's because the standard has risen. And that's how you can continuously get better. That's how everybody that's on top of the game, on top of their shit, is continuously getting more in shape, bro, getting better, making more money. It's like they're continuously putting themselves in higher echelon circles that serve them better and everybody else better. And that's the best way that you can play life, is play life to your advantage. Put yourselves in the positions that are going to force you to thrive, force you to level up, force you to improve upon your habits, that you can then adapt the habits of other people. Like that's again the basics of it. You're adapting the habits of people that are more successful than you and the information. And then upon that, adapt that level of standard. Like I know C-Bum says this a lot actually. He says, raise the standard, I believe is what he says. And it's like, if you guys know who C-Bum is, he's like the classic uh, Olympian of the world. He's number one in bodybuilding room, like the classic open physique, whatever. And with him, it's like set the standard very, very fucking high. If you look at competition a lot of times at the highest level, the standard is so high because everybody at that level is playing at the highest level possible, right? Like all the bodybuilders you see or whatever it is that you're watching, it's like they are so fucking good, but also everybody else around them is so fucking good that that standard just keeps getting raised, right? So, boys, hopefully you took something valuable from this video and really understanding the importance of continuously raising the standard, continuously influencing and just playing life to your advantage with dictating your environment. And I will see you boys in the next video.